Okay. So we have a main topic, which is innovation. Now, under innovation, we are going to study marketing. We are going to study operations management, which is another business function. We are going to learn how you can innovate within these business functions. Okay? So before understanding what marketing is and what are the tasks that marketers are responsible for, you cannot learn how to innovate in these business functions. Okay, so in the following weeks, we will, next week, actually, we will start with marketing, and then after the midterm exam, we will do operations management, all under the umbrella of innovation. So what is innovation? This is something we just discussed. We already talked about. This is a nice definition. It's defined as both a new idea, device, or method, and the act or process of introducing new ideas, devices, or methods. Now, one of the learning outcomes of this course is for you to be able to differentiate between a product innovation and a process innovation. Okay? Both are innovations, but we want to see the difference. A product innovation is when we invent a new product or when we enhance the product that we have. But a process innovation is changing the things that you do. Okay? Whether in producing a certain product, how you put a sandwich together, for example, in Subway. Okay? How do you do it in a way that reduces the time for your employees or that reduces the number of employees needed or anything? Okay, so this is a process innovation. You see the difference here? So if you do an innovation in marketing or operations management, usually this is a process innovation. I want you to remember this word, because in the TMA, you will be asked about a process innovation and not a product innovation. Okay?
Operation, you're basically doing process innovation.
Absolutely. So why is innovation important? One word, it's competition. Okay? Because we want to compete with other companies, we want to keep on making our products better, our processes better, because making our processes better will reduce our cost, will reduce our time to deliver to the customer, and so on. Okay, so the main reason for innovation is competition. Okay, short product life cycle, demanding customers. Oh my God, customers are becoming so demanding. We want everything in a product. Why do we want that? Because companies compete. They compete on our attention. They compete on us. They compete on the money of the consumers, right? So whether they are in the private or the public or the non-profit sector, innovation must be there so companies survive and so companies succeed. Okay, now, how can organizations effectively foster innovation? How can you be innovative? This is a very big question. And how do you enable your employees to innovate and come up with new ideas instead of doing the same thing daily? You know, in innovation, you have to go outside of your daily habits, outside of your comfort zone. You need to think outside the box, right? So we need to create this culture of rewarding employees who actually come up with new ideas, and assure them that even if their ideas fail, that's okay. Okay? Big organizations that are good in innovation have this culture. Google, Amazon, Facebook. These are companies known to be innovative companies, right? They encourage their employees to come up with ideas and to not to be afraid of applying these new ideas. Okay? But basically, there is no one-size-fits-all solution for the problem of innovation. Of course, it depends on the company, on the nature of the product, on the nature of the consumers. Okay, العملاء, the consumers that this company targets. Do all parts of an organization innovate in the same way? Okay. Does marketing innovate the same way as operation, the same way as human resources, same way as, no, of course, it depends on where we are and what our job is in innovation. Okay, is it clear so far? Do you think you need to clarify some of the keywords, or is everything clear? Okay, it's very normal for me to say words that you don't understand. Please stop me. If there are any terms or keywords that you don't understand, if you don't stop me, I will assume that you already know them. I'm here to guide you and to educate you. Okay, so don't be afraid. Just say, I don't know this word. Can you please explain? Okay. So innovation is in fact very much a product of the organizational and social environment. You see, companies that are innovative happen to be located in specific countries, in specific cities, in specific locations. Have you noticed that? Companies who are innovative happen to be within a similar geographic area. Why? Because innovation is about competition. So they compete with each other. Okay, they look at what others are doing and they try to, okay, also be innovative. Okay, so we call it like it's a adwa. Okay, you could be infected with innovation because the rest of the organizations are also innovative around you. So it's about the environment that you live in. It has so much to do with the social environment. If you have a company and around you, you have universities that also foster innovation and encourage innovation, then chances are you will be having innovative employees in the next 3-4 years. Okay, because these students have also learned their way into innovation. Their neighbor is an innovative person. They're the teacher of their child at school. So it's in an environment. It's a culture of innovation. So people get used to it and keep on riding this culture. So it must be fostered by a strong institutional support system, and its success or failure depends on its wider internal and external culture. There is an internal culture. Okay. What is culture in Arabic? ثقافة. Okay. So there is ثقافة inside the company, a culture inside the company, encouraging innovation, and also it's an external environment around you, who you hang up with, who your friends are, what they talk about. All of this would encourage you as a person to become a more innovative person in your community, and also a more innovative employee in your job position. Okay. Now, of course, the big challenge is for organizations is how to create and nurture innovation. Yes, we live in a fast world. We don't always have time to stop and think about new ideas. Sometimes things are going so quickly that we need to just do whatever we are doing. Sometimes we don't have the time to innovate. This is the challenge, is to have this balance between doing what you need to do and yet at the same time specify some of your time for innovation. Okay, that's the biggest challenge for organizations. So innovation can be risky because out of 100 ideas, maybe 5 or 10 will be successful. Okay, innovation has a high failure rate, but that doesn't mean that we need to stop making innovations. So many innovations ended up in the trash bin. Okay, but at least people tried and they learned from what they have tried in that innovation. Okay, now, of course, when we talk about innovation, in this course, we are interested in learning the business functions. Which business functions you have learned before in BOS 110, for example? No, planning and controlling is not a business function. Marketing is a business function.
Yeah, we learned about marketing, accounting, actually.
Accounting, absolutely, yes, correct. Accounting.
Yes.
No, management is not a function. Operations management will be a function, a business function. Accounting and finance and HR. Okay, so these are the business functions inside the organization. So basically, now we are speaking of innovation in a very general term. Now we have to break it down to make it easier for us to understand, to grasp. So in our second session next week, we will talk about how to innovate in marketing. Okay, so we will focus on each and every business function so it will be easier for us to understand. So organizations need to create an innovative strategy. It doesn't happen by mistake. It doesn't happen by coincidence. We have to set up some main titles and a strategy on how to be innovative in the organization. Okay, so we have a holistic, innovative perspective. What does the word holistic mean? You can use Google. Look it up because I know I can say it to you, but if تبني, adopting is تبني. Okay, I'm asking about the word holistic. Yeah. What does holistic mean? I want you to look for it because once you look for it, you will. Okay, interconnected. Holistic. Okay, holistic in this title means شامل. Okay. Yes, conclusive or شامل. Holistic innovative perspective means in all the organization. Okay, so we have the same strategy everywhere in the organization, in marketing, in HR. Okay, so it's a full package for all the organization. Now, this perspective or this method, this way has advantages, positives, and has disadvantages. Okay, so we have positives and we have negatives of adopting a holistic approach for innovation. What are the positives of adopting a holistic approach? Of course, it's a very good way of telling the whole organization that we are on the same path. We are on the same strategy. Okay? Business functions can allow organizations to innovate in a number of ways. Each function can offer a distinctive solution to organizational problem. Okay? Business functions can help to provide decision makers with fresh insights for tackling issues and challenging assumptions. So here, all of these points are basically telling you it's very good to have innovation in our business function. because business functions will help companies innovate. Okay? Now, if I think people are not buying this bottle because of its package, okay, I will ask marketers, okay, the marketing department, to come up with recommendations on how the bottle should look like. Okay, why is this bottle not grabbing the attention? So marketing will have marketing research, right? They will come back with some recommendations, some findings, and things. This is how things go. Okay, so business functions can open up space for distinct processes and ideas to emerge, develop, and contribute. They will deal with each other until they create a new design for this bottle, a new design for this phone, okay? A new design for the shirt that you are wearing, whatever, the car that you drive, and so on, okay? Now, what are the negatives or disadvantages of adopting a holistic approach? There is a danger that one functional perspective will dominate the others. Okay, so for example, in Apple, the concept of product design is extremely dominating all other functions, because the most important thing in Apple is to create a product that is number one in the market. Okay, so when you do a holistic innovation perspective, there is this chance, there is this danger of focusing on only one business function. Okay, and this is basically the main disadvantage here of adopting a holistic innovation approach. Okay, now, what are the innovation tasks? There are 4 major innovation tasks which correspond roughly to the logic of innovation. You build the idea, okay? So you come up with a new idea. You build a coalition. What does coalition mean? A group of people who believe in your idea, okay? So coalition, it's a group of people. I forgot the name in Arabic. Coalition, يعني
تحالف.
تحالف, yes. تحالف, exactly. تحالف is you need support from other places of the organization where they support your idea. So you need this push, okay, for your idea to pass. Idea realization and innovation, turning the idea into a model. So first of all, you make one item, a model item, and you try to test it. It's a prototype. You test it, you try it, maybe you bring customers or consumers to try out, they give you their feedback, you change it. You don't go directly and produce 1 million items of the product. Okay, and then transfer or diffusion is the spreading of the model into commercialization. Now it becomes commercial, tijari, right? It becomes commercial, it's available in big quantities to consumers to use it. All right. So creating this organizational culture actually requires money, it requires resources, it requires time, it requires dedication. It doesn't come for free. Okay, you can't be an innovative company for free. You have to commit to that and make sure you have the right rules and regulations that encourage innovation. Innovation does not occur within an organizational vacuum. It doesn't occur from emptiness. Okay, it occurs because of certain factors around you, forcing you to be innovative. In globalization, al-awlama, right? Are you familiar with this term? This will be the topic of our second block. We will take it towards the end of the course. Globalization. Because of globalization and because companies are now competing on a global scale, not only on the local scale, but they are competing internationally, right? Innovation is much more needed. Okay, it's much more needed because more competitors and tougher competition all over the world. It's much more needed for companies to become more innovative, because now you could buy a product from anywhere in the world because of globalization. Okay, this has increased competition between companies globally. Okay, so that was an introduction to the course. That was week 1. Do you have any questions?